Chuck Liddell. You're watching Icebreakers.
Watching Icebreakers. My name's Adam Ray. I'm on the show too.
Trying to catch the ball.
Welcome back to Icebreakers. Adam Ray, Chuck Liddell, special guest in the house, NBA champ, and now boxer, Lamar Odom. What's up, baby?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Never been better.
Yeah, you look good, man. You just said, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, how's training coming?
Going real well, man. I'm preparing myself at the Human Weapon Factory is the name of my gym.
Yeah, dude, you can't get a better name for a spot.
My trainer, you can't get a better name than that. And my trainer, Xavier Biggs, is getting me ready, preparing me for this fight. So I look forward to knocking this guy out really early.
Oh, yeah?
In the first, yeah.
You got to have predictions like that going into something like this, right? Like, I mean, everyone's confident in their own right, but, I mean, I'll just say this. If you're training at the Human Weapon Factory, which was my nickname in the 5th grade, I would like to think there's a little bit of an edge there. What's happening at the Human Weapon Factory that's giving you all this mojo?
Oh, just working on my skills, man, and throwing punches from all kind of different angles. Working on my defense as well.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think I'm gonna need it.
Oh shit.
Wait, how did this fight come about? I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta ask your boy. You gotta ask your boy Damon. You know.
Okay, I'll
when he brought the celebrity boxing thing to me, I told him I was with it, but he had to find the opponent. So he's the promoter. I'm the fighter.
Right. Well, yeah, that's how I always did it.
Did they give you a list of people, or how did it come? You know what I'm saying? Like, was Aaron, seeking you out?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know if that came from Aaron. Maybe has a relationship with them Damon. But I don't think he think that when he took this fight.
Like he doesn't. There's no past song where he trashes Lamar Odom in a lyric or something like that maybe got your blood bubbling. He's like, everyone's at the party tonight except for that bitch Lamar Odom. I'll see you at the fight. And you're like, oh, okay. And there it is. And now we're on. Well, dude, this is you're obviously just one of the goats in hoops. For me personally, I adopted the Lakers as my team when I'm a Seattle guy. When my Sonics left, and I've been in LA since '01, and you guys started playing the best ball on the planet, and I got to watch it every night, and that was, the best, obviously. K-Cal 9, just getting to see the best team get it done night after night.
That's right.
What is the, obviously you probably have a prep for hoops, and then for this, is there some major difference right out of the gate that you noticed as far as just getting your head straight?
No, I think whatever you want to do, you want to be prepared, and I think preparation helps in your confidence, and then with you being confident in what you're in, then you want to show the preparation that you put in to attain that confidence.
Right. I always say, for me, that was always the thing I tell people. How come we weren't nervous before fights? I always said, because I did everything I had to do to get ready for that fight, and now going out and fighting is just the fun part.
Yeah, when you prepared, then you're just ready for war. It's like a test. When you study, you're looking forward to take that test.
Have you developed some sort of routine, like wake up, make sure that you brush your teeth at this time, get your farts out by this time, so that you don't have any.
Same routine. Wake up, say my prayers before I eat. Make sure I, thank God for my meal, and just train every day.
Are there people that obviously, you got guys like Chuck in your corner that for that you can reach out to for advice on anything? Do you have people like this that you're going to just get some quick tips?
No, you know what? I don't really know too many fighters, and like Chuck could tell you, fighting is a lifestyle. So I think the only, people that I would be open to take advice from is people that are living that lifestyle,
Right.
either training or fighting or just around the sport.
Were you a scrappy kid growing up in Queens? Does any of that play into
No,
what you're doing?
I was real laid back and mild mannered, raised proper. But I think through sports, kind of I learned that I got a button, that if you push, you might not want to push it the right way. I've always been a competitor. I've always been a winner.
Yeah, I always say give me an athlete I can teach them how to fight. But I mean, how much training have you been doing for this? When did you start getting ready?
I train every day. Matter of fact, I cut I moved my training time back to 6:30, just so my body could regulate with the time that we're going to be fighting.
Damn, up at 6:30 every morning, and then you go to how long?
Oh no, 6:30 at night.
No, 6:30 at night. That's exact. I used to tell people that all the time. I prepare to fight at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, because we're gonna be fighting. Even though I've had some early morning sessions, but because we're trying to get my body in tune with the fight time, we pushed it back to 6:30 in the evening.
No, I did that same thing. When I asked me, man, don't you get up real early and get ready for the fight? If I get up real early, when I'm fighting at 9 o'clock at night, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah,
so
you're tired.
I get up around 11, start training at 11. And I go to sleep around 2. So, because I was always fighting at 9 o'clock at night. Our main event 9 o'clock at night. I wanted that to be in the middle of my day, not or late in my day, but not early in my day. I mean, already. Not time for me to go to bed.
Yeah,
I want my body's getting ready to go to sleep.
Yeah. So Chuck, you're going to be the referee of this fight, right?
Yeah, I am. That should be fun.
Yeah. Any bribes you want to get out of the way right now?
Go with your gut, Chuck, and save them.
And save them. Yeah. So you're predicting a quick TKO in this, huh? I mean, I think both of you guys have.
If I come out aggressive and apply the pressure, I don't think you'll be able to withstand it.
I was just saying, like, is Atlanta like, are there home ties there? Is it like distraction free? Do you have more support? Like, why'd you pick this spot to train?
Well, actually, I picked this spot to live.
Oh, you're living there right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. I came out of a really really
there we go.
A really hold on. Really wacky relationship.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's like 15 the one. Yeah. And black excellence is the movement.
Fuck yeah,
so
dude.
Why not?
Is there from your days in the in the hoops world, was there a spot traveling to that you dug the most? People always ask that for me for comedy, and I know Chuck with fighting. Like, when you go to a certain city, is there a city that you just dig going to because of the restaurants or the nightlife, or you had people in there that came to the games that made it more fun to play?
Always my favorite cities, for selfish reasons to play in, of course, LA, and Vancouver was one of the best cities to play in when they had the team there. Of course, Miami and Atlanta, some of our favorite places to play in. I'm from New York, so New York was always one of my favorite places to play as well.
Yeah. Chuck was saying the Canadian fans are great. What'd you love about it up there?
What, Vancouver?
Yeah.
The diversity. And we stayed at this like kick-ass hotel called the Pan Pacific.
Oh yeah.
Hotel.
Oh yeah. Very familiar.
It was crazy, ridiculous day.
All right, so I want to talk about your hoops life for a little bit, bud. Like, you're one of many greats to come out of New York. Was there something in the Mountain Dew Code Red out there? Like, why so many dope ballers? Like, you know, me being from Seattle, we produced a handful of good ones, but New York, I mean, there's a fucking laundry list of greats like yourself. Were you, you know, how early did you start getting going with that? Was hoops just always a part of your life?
Yeah. Shit, excuse my language, but as long as I can remember.
Yeah, watch your fucking mouth, dude.
Basketball's always been my escape. Basketball was like my second parent. In New York City, basketball it's just a way of life.
Yeah.
For a lot of us, and it's also a way out to make things better, to get an education.
Did you play in a lot of those outdoor games? Was it like over at Rutgers Park and whatnot?
Oh, I played probably in every major New York City outside basketball tournament there is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, especially this time of year, I would be probably ready to gear up, get ready to play AAU basketball. Playing high school basketball is probably one of my favorite times of my basketball along my basketball journey.
Oh yeah, why's that?
I think because it was still pure.
Yeah. What was it like when you start getting letters and shit like that in high school? Is that crazy? That starts to take things up a notch?
Yeah, that was the best, because that's when you realize that you were like one step closer to your dream, to making your dream come true. Seeing them college letters and just receiving them, it was more added inspiration.
We've Chuck and I just watched your these top 10. You know, everybody's got their highlights on YouTube, and you had a nice posterizing dunk on my man, the Rain Man Kemp, when he was in Portland, when you were playing for the Lake Show. Was there a highlight though from high school that you remember that sticks out as like, oh shit, like when I made this play? Because you always came off to me as like, and I'm sure Magic was an influence on your game, because, you know, for me, I feel like there's a, you know, short list of people at your size that could pass and shoot and you know, run the floor like that. But was there a play in high school that made you go, all right, I'm NBA bound after this play or after this game?
Nah, that was just my whole thought process from 10 years old.
Yeah.
Really, I guess that's the like God in me, or the blessing from God, whatever you want to call it. When a man can know before he's even thought about being there, I just knew it. You know, I got that, I guess, from my balls. You know when you just know something?
Hell yeah.
And you know, I knew if I would, you know, live a certain way that there'd be nothing to deter me from that path.
Yeah, I mean, I had good court vision as a kid. I know, Chuck, you were telling me about, well, you know, I was trying to tell Chuck, I was like, yeah, I could have gone pro. He was like, with that fucking body? And I was like, yeah, man, that was a problem. Snacks were good when I was a kid. But, like, I felt like I had good court vision, and then I see, like, somebody like you, and, like, you're talking about in high school, like, the way you read the floor, it's like, you know, you can't teach that stuff. That's just in you. But I don't know if you were trying to emulate people above you, or if this was just something you got on the floor and you just had eyes for that world.
I think some of the things, of course, are naturally and a blessing from God. And you know, being from New York City, I kind of like emulated the point guard style of play.
Yeah.
No matter how tall, you know, I grew. So I always wanted to play the game like a point guard. I hope it came across that way.
Fuck yeah, it did.
And just, I guess, entertain. You know.
I love that you said that. That's a big part of, I think, hoops. And I know, you know, Chuck and I have talked about this, like the entertainment factor of like what you're doing. And it's like, you know, I've heard guys like Vince Carter, and again, to go back to the Rain Man, talking about guys that were like, man, we should be out here like trying to put on a show also in addition to trying to win. But so how much of that now are you trying to, you know, infiltrate into the boxing match? Are you going to be like, I just want to fucking knock this kid out? Or are you like, all right, we'll try to have some fun, get the crowd involved?
You know what's so crazy? I don't know how I'm going to act. I don't know how to man because this is gonna be I've sparred before, but this is gonna be my first time boxing with a live audience. You know, who knows? I might be shell shocked and like scared to throw a punch. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been in this type of environment.
Right.
Yeah,
Chuck, any tips for that?
Man, go out and start swinging. Have something planned, man. Just say, I'm going to go right when I walk out, I'm going to throw this. For my new guys, I always say, go out there and throw bang, bang, bang. Pick a combination and just go out there and throw it right away. That way you don't have to think about anything before the nerves. If the nerves come, you say, we'll snap back into just throw. I mean, when I started kickboxing, my trainer used to always want me to go out and throw an overhand right away. He didn't care where I hit him, anywhere. He just wanted people to know how hard I hit.
Oh, shit.
So just throw a real heavy punch. So they can feel it. So, okay, because otherwise, guys, once they get hit with that heavy punch, they start boxing different. They start I was kickboxing, but they start kickboxing different when they feel how much power you got. So, but if you're worried, just nerves, whatever, if you have that one combination when you're coming out, if you start that one, the rest will come. You just go back into what you're training.
All right.
Yeah, see, that's the fighter advice. Now, the comic advice is, man, yo mama slams. Be like, yo, Aaron, your mama's so fat, her blood type's ragu. That'll sting, right? That'll throw him off. That'll make him think. Take a beat.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of fighters that actually talk to their opponents when they're tied up.
For real?
They'll mess with them and just sit there and talk to them.
Yeah, okay. So you got some zingers lined up?
Frank Shamrock never stopped talking. That guy was talking to people like
nonstop.
I remember when he fought Tito. And he was talking in his ear the whole time, giving him shit.
Yeah, how much is
that?
So
fun. So funny.
How much does that? Like on the basketball court when people are talking shit, how much does that actually affect you, or is it like just another part of the flow of the game?
What you mean? When people talk shit to me on a basketball court?
Yeah, like when people are out, when you guys are all just.
It depends, you know. Most of the time, it's just you don't really want to wait. You don't really want to see me play mad because you're gonna get your ass bust.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it makes it more intense because I'm not gonna just let you just talk shit. So I'm gonna bust your ass while I continue to insult you, and I'm probably gonna win that match.
Who are some of your favorite dudes to talk shit with? Obviously, KG, GP are famous for it, but did you have any guy that when you got out there, you knew you guys were going to go at it verbally?
Well, KG talks shit. He talks shit to you, around you, through you. And Gary Payton talk a lot of shit, too. But KG probably talked the most shit in my career.
What about Big Shaq?
Nah, you ain't gonna talk shit to Shaq. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. Did you ever have to D him up in practice?
Nah, we didn't play together on the Lakers. We got traded for each other.
Oh, that's right. You got traded for each other. That's right. My bad. Well, so how? Well, about you had Bynum and Gasol in there then. I mean, just guys at your size. Like, was there anyone that? Because now, let's talk about this size differential with you and Aaron Carter. I mean, it's like, what is he?
That was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, who do you want me to ref? Who do you want me to ref?
Yeah, I was like, maybe Aaron Carter's like some ex-football player, but no, we're talking about pop star. What is he? Is he even 5'8", maybe 5'10"?
No, I think he's like 6'1".
6'1", okay. So is there, when you're D'ing up guys like that in the NBA, is there you obviously have a size and girth difference, but like, do you are there things you're looking out from Aaron that you're trying to like anticipate as far as like lower blows? Maybe he can get more nut shots in. Like, what do you got to be concerned about? No, you're shaking your head.
He hit me in my dick. I'm gonna fuck him up. He probably just gonna have to go to my body, but I can't really see him even getting close to my body because that's where my jab comes in.
Oh shit!
So, I don't really.
Adam was wondering if you're gonna do this. You put your hand on his head.
He's gonna put the hand on the head.
Put your hand on his head and just stiff him.
Just keep, and then follow it with the right hand. I can't really see it.
Is there Oh, what's that? Go ahead.
I don't know I have no idea what he's gonna do.
Yeah, you're not interested.
Well, that's the interesting thing in these fights because you never seen each other fight at all, so you have no idea what the guy you're fighting has or does.
Yeah, is that an advantage or a disadvantage?
Well, it's
But at the same time, I am I'm not gonna say a boxing historian, but I am really familiar with the sport and the history of the sport. And I do realize you can't really just overlook your opponent.
Right. That's very smart.
You know what I'm saying? Because anybody get knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's like you don't get to watch films on anybody. You know, it's not like I'm used to watching film. I don't know if you watch a lot of films for basketball. Did you? I watch, but I like when I'm getting ready for a fight. I'm able to watch my opponent, watch what they do, and the fights before when I wasn't able to get films on my opponents, I'd make some decisions that I would have changed.
Yeah, like
for sure if I'd seen it.
Right.
I don't have no idea how this guy's gonna come out.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun.
Like if he come out just jabbing, staying on the outside, and I'm not aggressive, then we just gonna be standing there. So I'm really interested to see how he comes out.
Well, he's got to come inside. He's got to get inside because he can't hit you from outside. He's not gonna be able to hit you from the outside, so he's gonna have to come inside somehow.
Lamar, you already thinking post this fight, like other celebs that you would take on? Like, is this kind of the beginning of it all, or is this maybe a one and done? Do you even think that far ahead?
Nah, I'll be willing to fight. What's the dude that's fighting Floyd? His brother fights too, right?
Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul is who Floyd is fighting. I think his brother is Jake Paul, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get that one going on. What you guys think?
All right.
You heard it here first. Wait, now what did you think about Nate Robb getting into? Is that kind of what put your mind even into this world?
Yeah. It did. It did, because it kind of hurt my feelings to see my man get knocked out like that.
Yeah, dude.
And I was just thinking, damn, maybe if I could take a fight one day, and because I love fighting. My best years in the NBA, I used boxing training,
Oh, no
stay
shit.
right. And so I was just thinking, fuck it, excuse my language, but why not?
Would you guys, I don't know, would any teams you were on, would you guys watch fights together and stuff like that? Was there is that a universal love from guys in the league?
Well, guys from the league, yeah. When there were big fights coming on,
yeah,
and then we were all paying attention. Yeah, it was always a big deal. Who's gonna win, shit like that. Everybody loves sports. Sports to bring countries that are all at war together. So it definitely bring a locker room of guys together.
Is there anything? I mean, you've played for some of the most iconic coaches in NBA history. Does any sort of Phil Jackson? I mean, first of all, can you just give us any sort of insight into that philosophy? Because all I hear from people that have played for him and reading some of the books, that seems like a very different approach to leading a team. And is there stuff from that you really dug that was different that you're maybe applying still now?
Yeah, my everyday life, shit. Especially at this time, during the pandemic, being mentally aware and mentally healthy and mentally safe is important. And his whole aspect and theory of coaching is having your mind involved in a game, and your body will follow.
Right.
Practicing mindfulness, always being present. Especially in the most absurd, raucous moments.
You guys would meditate pregame, right? Or was this postgame?
Yeah, some games, especially during big playoff series, we used to meditate together. And anybody that understands meditation is probably, I would say, in some ways a form of prayer without the spirituality behind it, but is actually, very spiritual. And I think, when I think about our team, when I think about the talent level and us, meditation is like a form of prayer. Us being on the same wavelength like that, one form of prayer, but without the religion behind it, probably made us really, really good and championship worthy. Yeah, I would say when you add those things.
You've always been to me, a leader. I feel like on all your teams, even getting drafted number 4 by the Clips. I feel like right out of the gate, you just kind of like cemented yourself as a guy that people needed to kind of get in line and follow. Did that change being on the Lake Show with a guy like Kobe, like that was just so clearly where it was like one team, or did you guys get on the same page right away? Like, how does what did you gain from a guy like that leadership wise?
And the only thing I think about with me and Kobe's relationship. Especially, before Powell, every pilot has a co-pilot, every president has a vice president, and I was just trying to be, the best co to him that I could be at every situation I was put in, and that remained even after we got Powell and I came off the bench.
Was it more things he would do versus say that would kind of inspire everybody?
What's that?
Was it more like what Kobe would do or say that would kind of get you guys going?
Well, he didn't really have to say much. He was more of a lead by example dude.
Right.
When you see the best leading by the example that he sets, and you don't really even want to, you don't want to fall short to that.
So you watch the NBA today?
Every chance I get.
Who do you love?
It's funny because you were talking about me playing for the Lakers and some of the coaches I played for. I could definitely be a fucking great coach. I played for 2 of the best coaches ever. Phil Jackson and Pat Riley.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different philosophies, yeah.
Yeah, somebody got a coaching job out there for me.
What do you think of all these super teams?
I think it's great for the league.
Yeah, right.
Anytime you could up the level of competition, I think it's good. The Nets are crazy on paper. They're it's like a video game.
Yeah, right. It's NBA 2K just being played out in real life. Well, Lamar, dude, we appreciate you coming on, man. Is there we got a quick way to end that we end every show, if you don't mind. It's well, first of all, let me ask you this real quick. So the Friends reunion just aired. Did you watch it?
Nah, was it on?
Yeah, baby, just premiered on HBO Max last night.
Don't feel bad. I said the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, wait, was it on? I had the same exact same response.
It's on HBO Max. That's why I missed it.
Yeah, there you go. But
if it was on like the ID channel or something, I would have caught it.
Yeah, for sure. What are you watching? Like, what did you watch during the pandemic, or what's your guilty pleasure show?
ID channel, bro.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Fuck, bro.
What's
like I don't know. It's like I'm like an ID addict for real, bro. It's crazy.
What sort of shit are you peeping on there?
Just everything. I'll probably be a fucking ill detective. I watch that shit so much. Or either ill detective or if you want to get somebody off of here and get away with it, probably get to call me.
Oh shit! Dude. I think that's a clip we got to isolate and send to Aaron Carter. Well, shit, man. We want to close this out with a little 10 question rapid fire. So, James Lipton, R.I.P., host of Inside the Actor Studio, no longer with us, but no doubt you would have been on there at some point. So we're going to give you a feel of what that would have felt like with some 10 question rapid fire. First one, Lamar, what's your favorite word?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Money.
There it is.
Okay, what's your least favorite word? Least favorite word.
Racist.
What turns you on? And make it a good answer, because this is going to be my email.
A fat ass.
Wait. Say it one more time. What turns you on?
A fat ass.
There it is. All right.
Okay, what turns you off?
No ass.
No ass.
No.
What's your favorite curse word? Oh, shit.
Oh, you still there? Yeah. Give me a minute and shit. I'll be right here. All right, bro. Hello? Was the next question?
Yeah. What? How about the next question? Who was that? Was that Postmates?
Oh, no, that was a friend of mine.
Oh, nice. All right. What's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
There it is. Yeah. Can't go wrong. with a classic fuck. You hit the F hard, or you more a CK guy?
What did you say?
I said, do you hit the F hard, or you more of a CK guy? All right, let's move on.
F hard, hit the F hard.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. What sound or noise do you love?
Dude, that's the best answer we've heard so far. What sound or noise do you hate?
A queef.
Which could easily be mistaken for the noise that you love.
No. Yeah, it was a big difference.
Yeah, no, I know for sure.
The noise that I love is created with moisture.
Yeah. Our sexual veterans listening at home know the difference. Yeah,
It's created because
it's too much space.
Too much. So it's air's getting in there and in between strokes.
Dude, by the way, if somebody would have told me, hey, on today's show, Lamar Odom's going to break down the difference between a queef and not a queef, I would have been like, fuck you. So thank you so much for proving my stepdad wrong. All right, go ahead.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Which what?
What profession would you like to attempt besides yours? Other than what your profession was, what would you like to try?
Oh man, probably being a banker. Even though I'm horrible in math, but I love the outcome.
You're a personable guy, though. I think those tellers got to have a certain amount of swagger and charisma, right? Are you a people guy, more or less?
Me?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you'd thrive in that world. All right.
And I love women too, bro.
So what profession would you not like to do?
Oh no, what profession? Oh no, OBGYN. That's what I would like to be.
Oh, that's what you like to be. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think you'd be good at that. Again, you need to be a people person for that.
Facts.
All right. What profession would you not like to do?
I got the right teeth for that.
The right what?
The right teeth, the right smile for that.
Heck yeah. And big hands. I'm sure that helps, right? Knowing what a queef sounds like if there's some, foreign sounds that pop out.
You freak, you.
Yeah. All right. What profession would you not like to do?
A plumber.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did a good job, son. You tried.
Fuck yeah. And maybe he takes a beat and then he goes like this. And does that right back to you. Dude, Lamar, thanks for making time, man. It's a pleasure to meet you. I know Chuck was pumped to see you.
No problem.
Yeah, dude. Crush it next week. Be rooting for
Yeah,
you.
see you soon, man.
I'll see you, Chuck.
Have fun out there.
Any other last parting words for AC?
What'd you say?
Any other, last parting words for AC? You know he's listening.
No, I can't. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to get to AC. I hope they welcome me with open arms.
And what about in the ring against Aaron Carter? Any quick firing words?
Rest in peace, AC.
Oh, shit, there it is. Lamar,
right,
thanks for coming on Icebreakers, bro.
All right, thank you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Take care,
See
bud.
you soon.
Lamar Odom versus Aaron Carter. And you're reffing it.
Yeah, this should be fun.
Yeah. Who do you think's more nervous, you to ref or them to fight?
Oh, I think it'd definitely be them to fight. I love reffing, those kind of things.
Have you done it before?
I've never done one of these on a big scale like this, but we used to do it for the Special Olympics. They used to have a office down the hall for my gym, and so we throw these fights where we get friends in there, and we'd have them, and I'd referee the guys that don't know how to fight, put on headgear and 16-ounce gloves, and let them go at it.
That's awesome.
The best part about it was I had the timer. So, you'd be going out there. These guys, they get tired fast when they're not used to fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And you're out there and, I'll be, okay, 30 seconds left. 30 seconds passes by. 15.
Yeah.
Another 10 seconds, 15 seconds pass by, 30 seconds. 10. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's just fun. But it's one of those things. It's fun to watch the guys get after it.
are you going to? You don't talk to them pre-fight, do you? And try to be like, "Yo, give me a look if you want me to call it," or if you know what I'm saying. Like if there's a certain hit,
you always give guys instructions anyway. Like the referee will come in, come back in the back of the room and talk to me. Always, okay, and protect yourself at all times. They said the normals protect yourself at all times. If I'm give you instructions and you're not following them, you don't answer, I will stop the fight.
Right.
So they give you these warnings in the back. So I'm going to give them a similar warning. Go out there and do your thing. If I tell you to break, listen to what I'm saying. If I tell you to do your thing. So I'm not going to give them any special
preferential treatment.
Don't wink at me twice if you want out.
Yeah. I won't kind of like gesture towards the weaker side. It's crazy to, first of all, just speaking to Lamar, and you'd known him a little bit prior to the pod?
No, I know that was the first time I actually talked to him.
First time, yeah.
I haven't talked to him before.
Just from his overall demeanor, like, I don't know how much you can pick up on. He seemed, locked in to what he was talking about. He seemed real confident. I know that obviously you have to be and project that because you don't want to show not that he's expecting Aaron Carter to watch that episode and be like, feed off of his insecurities. But
the only thing I'd be worried about a little bit is I don't think he's worried about Aaron at all.
That's what I was going to say.
And I don't know.
Does that matter?
If that's it depends. If it translates into him getting in shape and getting ready to fight, if he's been really training, or if he's just kind of going sometimes and just kind of, if he's not taking it serious.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing like Aaron is taking it serious. Although if you look at it on paper, the size difference. And
6'10" versus
the athlete versus a
6
dancer.
feet maybe. Yeah.
He was a dancer. You have to be athletic to be a dancer. So you have to be able to move. But basketball player. If you just look at it on paper, he's too big to be bigger, stronger, faster. Same skill level. Usually bigger, stronger, faster is going to win. Get everything else, even. But if I think I see a little bit of possibility of Odom taking it really lightly and not being in shape, and it seems like Aaron's going to try to make him chase him around the ring a little bit, and try to get him tired before he goes after him.
Yeah,
it's a good strategy. It's a good idea. Like, that's a good way to do it. But we'll see. If they both show up ready to go, it's. I don't know. I don't know what kind of training they have, how they're going to look. But you got to give the edge to the guy that's bigger, stronger, faster.
Wasn't he training? Didn't Lamar say he was training at Weapons to Kill or something? It was like the Deadly Weapon Assault Weapon Training Center.
That training center in Atlanta. If he's taking it serious, he can. It can be some trouble. But
does that matter, by the way, when you're? Because for me, I know I would if I was fighting. Because Lamar is just obviously bigger and more athletic prowess than me. But if I were to jump into the ring, I would want to train at a place that sounded like it was a legit place. But does that shit even factor in, or is it more? Because Aaron was telling us about how he was having trouble finding the right guy for him, and at some point we're now not too many hours away from them getting down. You got to lock in with somebody and just trust in what they're telling you, right?
Right. You have to be a coach eventually. And it happens. He's moving. This is what he does. It's not. You can try out different guys, and guys were coming to him, and I think if I was him, I wouldn't have taken someone who just came looking for me. I would have gone looking for people.
Right.
I would have had someone. I know him well enough. He should have called me. I could have put him with.
Hooked him up.
When he was really starting this, I could have got him with some guys. But we'll see what happens. If he says he wants to do it. If he gets out there and beats Lamar and wants to do it again and wants to train with someone, I'll find him someone good. Someone that can start helping him if that's what he really wants to do.
Or maybe if he kicks Lamar's ass, he'll be like, "This was the guy." Or
maybe he did find the guy. Maybe that turns out being the guy for him, and that's okay too.
Do you think they're thinking about it right now? Like, does your brain shift to a certain go time mentality like a day before, or is it the week of your?
For me, it was always at the end of training camp. We had last training set. After the last training, I was
just how many days before the match?
Usually a week before.
Okay.
And it was really that's the last. We still had a couple of workouts. We did just keep it warm.
Get your blood flowing.
But our last hard sparring, last start getting ready was the week before the fight, and after that, that's when I was ready. After that, I'm done. Like I've done everything I could do to get ready. Now I'm just recovering and staying sharp and moving on, and I'm ready to go fight. It's not something they do. I mean, I think the intensity and hey, I'm walking out in front of people to fight is going to slowly creep up on them.
Right.
Because it's different.
Nerves.
Now nerves. I mean,
new nerves.
If you've never walked out in front of people, and obviously both of them walked out in front of a bunch of people and performed, but to go out in front of a bunch of people and fight is a different thing. So
fighting isn't performing, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not exactly. It's not exactly performing.
No.
So we'll see. They're gonna have a little bit of that. I mean, having never been in a I think Lamar said he'd never been in had a match with somebody. He's never gone out and said, okay, let's do 3 rounds and see who wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those things. I don't think either one of them has gone out and said, hey, okay, I'm going to put a guy in front of me that's about my level and let's go at it and let's see how it happens.
Right.
So this is the first time they're going to go out in front of someone and go see what happens.
That's crazy. That adds so much more excitement.
That's going to make them like, okay. It's one of those things. Some people, when they get put in front, there's those people that are gamers. You put them out in front of people and it's time to go. They rise to the occasion and they go up. There's other guys that are, it doesn't matter.
Is there always
guys? There's also those guys that you get them out there and they go,
they fucking freeze. That's me, yeah.
They're deer in the headlights.
Yeah, that's me.
That's not gonna end well.
I'm like, is that my 6th grade girlfriend up there? Boom. Do you think is there always one person though that does rise to the occasion in the match, or can you have a match where both people just get caught up in the moment? And
I mean, both of them could be deer in the headlights when they're out there, but one of them is going to start winning, and then they're going to.
Someone will settle in always, right?
Yeah, someone's going to say, "Well, no, they got a clean shot on somebody. Oh, I'm going to win. Okay, and then that confidence comes. Right. Okay, he's got deer in the headlights. All right, great. Like he's afraid of me. Okay, he's moving. He's not going to let me. Whatever it is, different signals you get. But if both of you are having that kind of day, that just makes it easier. Like now you're just going to find out who's going to win. It's not. But if one comes in like I'm confident, even if it's overconfidence, they believe in themselves so much that even better more than they should.
Right.
That can help sometimes. Sometimes that can make a difference.
I mean, you have to be if you're going to step into the ring, whether it's MMA or boxing, you have to think you're going to win and beat the shit out of the other. Right? You can't have any doubts. Right? Like.
Yeah, I think that it really helps. I mean, there's guys that, you
can respect your opponent without doubting yourself.
Yeah, I always respected my opponents. I was in there with some of the toughest guys in the world.
Right.
So, but I always was going out. I was thinking I'm going to win. And even when I lost, like right after the fight, I was like, put me back in. Let me try one more time. Can we do that again?
Hilarious.
I can beat this guy. I know where I messed up.
Can we run it back?
Can we run that back one more time? Back it up. Let me have one more shot.
Yeah. Like, Chuck's, everyone's gone.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah. There's definitely the celebrity factor. I think people, it's almost like when a celebrity tries stand-up, right? Like when you did at the Comedy Store, like people are like, oh, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And then, you're in the element and in the, the atmosphere of what that job is. So people kind of sit back and, they have that initial applause for like, holy shit, a guy we've never seen do stand-up. And then they're like, all right, we want you to be funny now. Like there's an expectation.
Yeah.
So with these guys.
Luckily for me, I had someone in my ear, so I was funny.
For sure. But
but
with these guys, how quickly does the celebrity factor go out of the way to where people are like, I expect you guys to actually have a good fight?
Well, honestly, no one's expecting them to have like a technical good fight.
Right,
okay. I mean, as long as they're going after each other and not just hugging each other and not hitting each other.
Yes.
People are usually happy.
Probably more of an expectation.
That's more of an expectation, but people aren't happy with that.
Right.
If you go out there and beat each other up for a round, even and one gets knocked out, or
money's worth,
or that's what you came here for.
Yes.
And if you came here for anything else, you're a moron.
Yeah.
I hate people talking about Triller. Oh man, those fights suck. Did you come expecting like a high level fight? Like, there was a higher level fights on the card.
Yeah.
They were good. They're actually pretty good fights.
Yeah.
That one where the kid got stopped with drop of the body shot and they called it a low blow.
Yeah.
That was a great fight. They got good fighters. It was a great fight. Guy got beat up real bad, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
But like guys, if you're complaining, because I was talking to some of the executives at Triller afterwards, and they're like complaining about, all people was complaining the fights and this and that we had too much music and there's too much this going on there and that going on there. You did not buy the Tyson fight, or you did not buy the
Right, hilarious. Yeah,
you did not buy,
know your product.
Right, you bought Triller.
Yeah,
it's
you get what comes
like
with that.
TikTok. Like, I mean, you bought. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what you're getting, right? This is what you bought.
Yeah.
Don't complain that the fights weren't amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a.
You want to watch an amazing fight? Watch the UFC.
Yeah.
You know,
Sorry, there's a
better than
pube
those
in your
fights.
oatmeal. You went to IHOP, not Ruth Chris.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I really there was too many music acts. Well, a lot of people watch to watch the music acts.
Yeah. It's a spectacle.
They were doing this or doing that, and the commentary. And actually, De La Hoya's commentary was worth the price. I went back and actually watched the fight to see the commentary.
Is it amazing?
It was simply amazing.
That's fucking awesome.
But
Snoop's a commentator too, right?
yeah, Snoop was on there. He did a great job. I mean, he's smoking weed on there. I mean, one, he's nowhere near the ring, but two, it's like, what did you expect?
Yeah.
It's Snoop.
It's honestly exactly. What did you expect? That Snoop is a great title for a show about Snoop getting high in places he shouldn't get high. There definitely is. I mean, look, all sports, the amount of times I've joked where I'm like, if I'm watching a football game and I'm drunk with buddies and we're like doing the stupid dude, commentating on the game, making jokes, like giving insight, but a little boozed up and just trying to be silly, but also still having that, coach hat on. We're always afterwards saying like, man, like if there was a world where you could tune into that sports network with drunk dudes commentating, I mean, with a still some level of coherency, like we always wonder, like, what would be the audience for that? And this is kind of feeding into it a little bit, right?
Right. Yeah. And and those fights, I get they want to see more, but that's what that's what you bought.
Yeah.
Like, don't complain. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, if you get a higher level fighter, guys that are a great fight out of it, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
If you get out there and then some guys go after it and really get after it, that's a bonus.
Now, how much of Aaron, and had known Aaron for a bit, right? Yeah. Did you, even when you heard he was going into this, and again, having more connection to him than Lamar, were you just kind of like, oh yeah, like he'll jump in fully, he'll commit, he'll do what it takes? And did you get more of a sense of it after talking to him that he was?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's going to go out there and he's going to commit to it. He's going to do his best at it. I mean, I still, like, when they first said it, I'm like, wait, how big is? I mean, I think he said he's put on like 10 or 15 pounds over since I've seen him, but still, it was like I was, like, wait, how
size
big is Lamar
difference.
Odom? It's like a size difference and being an athlete, but it comes down to when. Like I said, when all the things equal, bigger, stronger, faster should win. But one of the things with the fight game is that the differences in conditioning and skill can make a huge difference. I don't know how many of my buddies that are 135-pound wrestlers have slapped 250-pound football players' heads off the pavement.
Wow.
It's like, you just got beat up by a 135-pound guy.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, I told you not to mess with him.
Yeah. That's on you for not listening. Aaron definitely had again, Lamar was more cocky confident, was just kind of like not sweating it. And Aaron definitely had an energy to him that if I were to...
I put in the work, I'm ready, I'm going to be there, and he better be ready for me.
And fired up. I mean, look, again, I think you need a certain level of delusion about what's going to happen as you're going in, right? But Aaron seemed like he definitely...
It seems like he's got a game plan.
Yeah.
He's got an idea. Like, he's been training. He feels like he's got enough power to hurt him.
He was getting fired up talking about it, which was getting me excited. And I think that matters a little bit, right?
And I think I think let's see if he can do what he says. I mean, I get out there, it'd be great. I think these guys are going to go, and Lamar says he's just going to come at him and try to put him away early. I think
he predicted a first round knockout.
Yeah, and I think that'll make it very interesting. And I think he predicted a first round. Aaron predicted a late second round.
I think so. Yeah,
late second round.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited for it. Actually, it's going to be a lot of fun watching those guys get after it. And I just, your worry is you don't want them to get up there and start hugging, stand there. But
you're going to
separate. One thing about being nice about me being in there, I'm not going to let that go on too.
No hugging from the Iceman. Yeah,
I can let you guys rest too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't like guys resting when they're out there for those celebrity matches.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My buddies.
You know what they're out there for? Do you think there's something to be said about I don't know, Aaron having, like, he mentioned, he's got a baby on the way. He's got, like, he feels like in a good space, happy-wise in his life. I'm always curious, same way people talk about with comedy, like, oh, if you're super happy, what's funny about what's going on with you? Everyone needs, like, some chip, something that's kind of digging at them to be angry about, or to be so that they can kind of turn it into comedy and make it relatable. And I think there's, truth to that in some regard. But in fighting, I'm saying, like, does it almost hold Aaron back because he's, like, in a good space mentally, or do you need that?
It depends. Different fighters for different people. Like, for me, I was that kind of fighter. Like, I don't have to dislike you to try to kill you.
Right.
I'm going out there like I'm.
Doesn't matter what's happening in your personal life either. Like,
my personal life, when I go out to fight, I'm going to. When the bell goes off, I'm trying to end you. When it's over, I hope you're all right, and we can go hang out. Like, we'll be cool. Like, wow. And it does.
How do you separate that?
I actually separate no matter what's going on in my life, that was one thing I kind of miss that sometimes, is whatever's going on in my life, I separate that from training camp, and I'm just concentrating on winning that fight.
Yeah.
I do everything else lays to the side, and then you get that pass from everybody else too. That was the nice thing. Like, everybody in your life, kind of, for me at least, everybody in my life at the time, just kind of let that go. Okay, we'll deal with that after the fight.
Yeah,
we'll deal with that. But everything got pushed to after the fight. Like,
right.
We'll deal with that. Okay. Oh, Chuck's in fight mode today. Chuck's in fight mode now. We're good. Okay, we'll just leave it alone. We'll leave that alone. We'll talk to him about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or,
like, if
after the fight,
hot water's not working, you can't be bugged with that. Hours before the fight, right?
Right. Yeah, unless you're one of the people I was giving free tickets, and they'll call me that day. Like, they'll call me. I'm like, did you just ask for better seats? Right.
Shut
the fight starts.
Fuck up.
The
that
fight
happened.
I do 5 hours before a fight. I'm gonna call.
Oh.
I got to text. Can I get better seats? I'm like,
that makes me.
By the way, it was a friend that asked for 5 tickets. I gave them to them, but they moved from
lot, by the way.
But I moved them from. They were nosebleeds because they asked for 5. If you got 1, I would have given them nicer seats. But
you got to know that.
I don't get that many seats.
Yes,
and I had those seats because I bought them for my friends. I would buy 100 seats in the nosebleeds for my friends. They couldn't make it, couldn't afford it.
Oh, dude.
So
you're already getting free tickets.
You're getting
because
free tickets.
You bought them
because I bought them before they went on sale. Because when fights would sell out, those tickets would resell for a lot more.
Makes me furious.
But I was like, the number changed to don't answer. I changed it right there. Like, right there, I just didn't respond. Just changed their name to don't answer.
Whoa, yeah.
I was like, really, like, I'm walking.
Bury the beggar.
I'm about to go over to the. I'm about to walk over to the arena right now. Like, and you're texting me for
your
tickets.
Timing's a little off. Yeah, that's man, that's fucked. That's also like,
but it happens with a lot of people. A lot of people get that way. The funny thing is, you give people tickets, and like my buddy told me a story one time. He said his buddy, he's got tickets from him. He gets some tickets for whatever UFC he wants to go to. He's a friend of his. I think he's a doctor for him, whatever. But he got some for tickets, right? And he goes, and he's not gonna for this event for some reason he wasn't gonna be there, so he wasn't able to make sure he got the front row of the risers where he normally puts
right.
So he got like the row H of the risers, which is still, each ticket was $1,000.
Whoa!
Right, so there's still $1,000 seats up there.
Okay, still a great
at that
spot.
time, great spot, right? And they're great seats. I think those are better than the first. But anyway, that's
really?
another thing. But they're great seats to watch the fight. He calls him, hey man, so you have a good night of fights? Yeah, but you think next time I can get the seats you were giving me before? I was like, he called me up and goes, is it okay for me to be mad at him? I'm like, yeah. I told him I would have changed his number to don't answer.
Yeah.
So, but that's how people get. Like, you do something for them. It's like they give them this, they give them that. It's like my buddy says about roses. Like, he used to give his girlfriend roses. Right? Yeah. First time he picked her up at the airport, gave her roses. But second time, it's like, first time, oh yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah,
second
now she's
time,
expecting it.
Second time, she's like, oh, okay, thank you, and then puts it in the vase. Oh, can you put those in the vase for me?
Take it for granted.
And then outside he didn't bring them, and then he doesn't bring them, and she gets mad.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
People just think that,
it's like you can't take your kids to Disneyland every weekend because then they'll just be like, fucking Goofy's not that funny. And you're like, fuck, you are a Legoland piece of shit kid now. You're never going there.
It happens all the time with people, and I don't understand. Like, because I remember that way. If I asked you for a seat to one of your shows, all right, if you put me in a nosebleed, I ask you for a free ticket. if you put me in the furthest seat in the house, I would still afterwards go, hey man, thanks a lot for the tickets.
Yeah, I know, because you're a good dude. But by the way, I would never do that to you. A, because you're a homie, and B, because I don't want to know what happens when you put Chuck in the nosebleeds.
It's the thing. It's
the move. It's easier said than done.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, so do you think then that's great insight, by the way, and do you think that for something
that's a PSA for you guys that are asking for free tickets and things?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, where's your fucking PSA cam? Right into the cam, say that shit. Yeah. So do you think Aaron and Lamar are going to have to deal with that on some certain level, and those outside distractions? Does that?
That both of them are from careers where they've had to
been giving
with
tickets for years.
That's it. They know what they're dealing with. They know what they're dealing with. My part of mine was negotiating my contract, how many tickets I got for a fight. Like, it was part of it. We know you're dealing with it. You know you're going to deal with it if you want to deal with it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I know guys that'll negotiate those in their fight and then they'll just scalp them.
Oh shit!
I ain't mad at you. I guess that's what. But I mean, it's kind of weird when you're fighting for fighting for millions. Fighting for millions and you're scalping $1,000 tickets. I mean, it's like I'd rather give it to my friends.
Of course. Do you think this is the end? There's a one and done for these guys, or how much do you? How much stock do you put in them continuing?
The funny thing is, both of them called out Jake Paul.
Hilarious, you're right. Yeah,
both of them
seems like the move.
Down Jake Paul.
He's loving that, by the way. Jake Paul. I mean, like just the fact that you're getting all these people, even
Well, they just announced. I think Tyron Woodley. Yeah.
Wow.
If I Tyron Woodley, so
wow.
But that makes sense. A guy that's on the guy that hasn't won his last few fights, mainly a wrestler, and he wants to step up and
prove himself.
He might run into trouble, but because Woodley can hit hard.
So if let's say Aaron wins, right? Does Lamar hit the reset button and do you have to wait a certain amount of time, or do you need to get your next match and have it be with somebody bigger, quicker, to kind of keep your name in the limelight?
I don't see him I think if he loses this, it's a one and done
for Lamar.
For sure.
Why?
Just because it looks like if he goes out there and loses to Aaron, I think he's gonna feel like this was my sport.
Right.
I tried it and I tried it out. No thanks.
Right.
Move on.
Right. But if he wins,
if he wins, I mean, it probably comes down to how much who's paying what and where it is, and
that's a driving factor.
Yeah, and what it is, like who's fighting them.
Mm-hmm. How much will you see them before the fight?
I'm sure we got the weigh-in and the press conference, and I'm gonna go to the weigh-ins most likely. I think I'll probably be, if they have a press conference, I might go to that.
And there's a decent amount of taunting and shit talking at the weigh-ins, right? Or there can be.
There can be. I mean, I don't know that these guys dislike each other for any reason.
Yeah.
Or just.
I don't know. Aaron seems like he's good at finding reasons to get pissed off. So
I think Aaron can find. He can reach down if he wants to get pissed
off.
He can find some reasons.
Also, a face tattoo is just already for me that says a lot. Like if I get into the ring with anyone and they got a face tattoo, I'm gonna be like, yeah, dude, I definitely am gonna think twice about what I say about your mom.
We know you're not a fighter. It's okay.
Yeah. I know.
You keep that's.
I don't need to keep saying it.
You don't need to keep telling us. It's okay. We know. It's okay.
By the way, there's gonna have to come a point in the history of this podcast where either we do an episode at a training facility with a legit training episode where we do, a pre-train, we train, and then we break down how it was after. I don't think it'll get to a point where people are going to be writing in I want to see Adam take on Lamar. I don't think we're going to get there.
I think we might. I think we should.
Wow, dude, can you imagine? Season 2 of Young Rock blows up. I become a fucking bona fide TV star, and then there's actual value to the fight.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, let's say this. Hypothetical. You're picking my first fight, right? Let's say I'm right now could do it. Let's say my celebrity whatever is at a level to where I can jump in the ring. Who would you try to match me up against? For the spectacle, for the fight, I mean.
Who was that comedian you got in a fight with recently? Who was the comedian? You were arguing with we were talking about, we were joking around about.
Oh.
I'm not going to say it unless you want
Whoa,
to. Yeah,
dude.
That would be fun.
That would actually be great. Holy shit. That's actually a fight that I would welcome with open arms. Or me and Brad Williams, my little person friend who's 4'4".
Now that would be interesting.
Yeah,
because
he's also he's scrappy.
And if he beats you, that would be.
And we're best friends, so like.
If he beats you, that would be that'd be great for me for the rest of our.
For the podcast.
For as long as we're talking to each other.
Yeah.
You would never hear the end of that.
There's
20 years later.
Oh yeah.
20 years later, you'll still be hearing me go.
Oh, I'll fucking
remember that time you got beat up by your buddy.
Oh, dude, yeah. There's no age requirement for the celebrity boxing though, right? Because like, let's say there's a couple of Disney kids that blew up with. Let's say there was a huge riff between a couple of Disney actors, right? And for whatever reason, one of them challenged them to settle in the ring.
Technically, I think they'd probably make any not have to deal with it. But it's amateur. It's really an amateur fight. So I mean, I guess you can do any age.
But really, I guess it's also there needs to be a level of bloodbath. Like if you're watching, let's say there were two famous 10-year-old actor kids that wanted to celebrity box.
Yeah,
that's not going to be.
There's no
one's killing anyone.
No one wants, and no one wants to see it. No one wants to see anyone get hurt. They just want to watch those kids. It's fun.
Yeah, it's kids. Yeah, you don't want to see them truly get injured.
I don't mind. Like, if two grown adults want to go out there and beat each other's heads in for fun, for my entertainment, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to watch. I know you can't make an official selection. But I'm sure you got one in your head. Maybe you can tell after.
Well, I really can't get in there and make an official one, but I can. I mean, it comes down to it. Like I said earlier, I kind of directed it. Like it depends if Lamar's not taking it serious. Aaron obviously is, and he's able to. Maybe he'll be able to outperform him and outmove him and maneuver him, move around, and be able to tire him out. If he tires him out, maybe because man, it's funny. I used to do sparring up with football players all the time, and those gloves get if you're not used to it, those gloves get heavy after about 30 seconds. Those guys, I get out there, guys swing for the fences for 30 seconds. I'd laugh. All right, okay. Now their hands are here. It's about as high as they can lift them. And I'm like, oh well. We still got 2.5. We got 2.5 more rounds left. 2.5 more minutes left of this round. Let's keep going. I just laugh the whole time. But if you get them tired, fatigue makes is a formidable
enemy. Biggest, it's kryptonite, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Since you can't make a prediction, I'll go ahead and do it for us. I think, man, I don't think we're going to look at a first-round knockout from Lamar. I don't think that's going to happen. I like the underdog, so I'm picking Aaron Carter to I don't even know if it's a knockout because I just think it's tough to knock
honestly,
out.
I think if he makes the distance with celebrity judges, like a celebrity judge panel, almost if he makes the distance, he should win.
Totally. Wow. Yeah. You're not wrong. If you can hold your own.
You hold your own out there. He might get the. You just hope that might get the nod.
You hope that panel isn't full of, Clippers fans or Nick Carter fans. I think Aaron, if he goes the distance, he should, be crowned the champ. But I think the odds for an Aaron Carter knockout in Vegas have got to be. I mean, someone's putting money on that, right?
Sure.
What is that? What do you think that is?
I have no idea. I think it can't be. I mean, do they really do bets on these ones?
I'm sure they are, right?
Celebrity.
Yeah, Georgia's going to look for us.
I don't know.
Well, it was.
Well, honestly, that's how I said. Whenever I bet boxing or fighting at all, I usually bet on guys that have a shot at knocking someone out.
Yeah.
But it's a long shot.
Yeah.
But they, big good odds. But they have, I have them to win by knockout. So okay, that makes sense because, the guy, the heavy favorite's going to be like, you can't make any money on them.
Right.
I was never a big gambler, so that's just for fun. So might as well. For me, fun is winning a lot of money off a little.
Fuck yeah. Are you going to make a night of it in Atlantic City? Or are you going to do like a dinner the night before, like kind of?
Oh yeah, we're out there. I got a couple of my buddies, old fireman buddies that I met.
Oh nice.
On my book tour. They came up, asked me. They came on my book tour. I signed the books for them, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to come get dinner at the fire station?" And I'm like, Sure, why not? Like, man, really? Like, we thought it was a long shot. Without you, I got nothing. We're leaving tomorrow. Not till tomorrow. I got nothing to do. So I went by. It was right by where the hole was from the towers.
Oh, cool.
So it was really kind of a cool.
Wow.
It's right next to the hole.
Wow.
Across the street it was just a hole across the street. It was pretty
That's
crazy.
crazy.
But those
Georgia,
guys,
what'd
I've been friends with those guys ever since. So.
Lamar is minus 280. Aaron is plus 185. Well,
and by knockout, any prop bets?
Now, does Aaron come out to his own song? You know what I'm saying?
That would be interesting. I would have to imagine.
I think so.
I mean, you're promoting. I mean,
yeah, dude.
yourself,
Extra
right?
promo, yeah,
Extra
for sure.
promo.
And his tunes, he played a few for us post show. He's got some.
Maybe
he's got some hits in there.
Maybe we'll do one of his new songs you guys made up.
Oh yeah, yeah. This from Getting High with Michael Jackson song. Yeah. Well, I can't wait to watch. I'm stoked for you too. What a cool thing. What a fun thing. I mean, I know it's work, but like, you're probably gonna feed off that adrenaline being in there and like watching, right? Like it's
gonna be fun. I've always enjoyed this kind of stuff, and like it's fighting and it's guys. It's getting out there and having fun. I like watching. It's always been entertaining.
Maybe that'll be his walkout song. Just some slow country song. Wait, now I'm going to be watching. So is there any sort of icebreakers? Is there something? Can you give me like a wink to camera? Is there something to let me know that I'm watching?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll give you a little heart. I'll make a little heart with my hands.
Perfect. Can't wait to watch. Pump for you. We'll see what happens. We'll break it down after. And guys, please subscribe to the pod and stay updated. Matthew McConaughey is coming up, and a lot of other a huge surprise guests.
Yeah, the Fight June 11th, 9 p.m. Eastern, on all.
Yeah.
Fight TV or any other cable networks.
How many undercards are there?
There's 12 fights total.
Wow.
I mean,
so that's a long night.
Undercard, but on the there's I think there's 6 on the main card.
But you're not reffing all of them.
No, I'm just reffing
main
the main event.
Dude, wait. So are you gonna have a walkout song? That's gonna be a fucking big intro. Like, come on, dude. Let's be honest.
And reffing in this corner.
Fuck
We're in
yeah.
the center of the ring.
Dude, you do your own intro. I mean, let's be honest, dude. They're gonna hype that up, Chuck. Everyone's
Reffing in the center of the ring.
They're gonna be fired up that you're there, dude. That's gonna be an awesome reveal. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I'm pumped for you. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.